Hi guys, are your clothes aging you without you even knowing it? It's a problem I see time and time again, and it's especially evident in summer. The good news is, with a few tweaks and tips, you could completely change the way that your clothes look and knock years off your age. It sounds crazy how much difference clothes can make to how old you look. They really do have such an impact, and more importantly, to your overall confidence. In this video, I'm going to share 6 style mistakes that are making you look older and what you can try instead. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, my name's Fatima and I'm a lover of everything that's fashion, beauty and style related. I'm also a qualified style coach and have many years of experience. Now, before I actually go into these mistakes, I would like to say that this is my opinion that I've learned through my many years of loving style, studying as a style coach. But if you don't agree with any of these, then that's absolutely fine as well, because the most important thing is that you feel happy and confident in the way that you look. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. You know, this video is really for those ladies who have reached maybe a certain age. You know, I'm over 40 myself, and who feel like they could do with a little bit of help to make themselves feel kind of more confident and alive and like the way that they look again. So mistake number 1 is wearing those really loud kind of floral prints, usually of different colors, that I think can look really dated. I tend to see large floral prints, especially in the summer, worn quite a lot by ladies, you know, over the age of 40, over the age of 50, and I think that just can help make your outfit, regardless of how, you know, nice that dress may be, it kind of tends to make your outfit and your look quite dated. Now, you know, even if large florals are in fashion, it's a completely different story if you're wearing kind of a trend piece like large florals on a younger kind of person in their 20s, early 30s, than if you're wearing it if you're in your 50s, because, you know, certain clothes look different as we age, and there's no getting past that. I'm a big believer in you should wear what you want, but there are certain things that definitely age you as you get older that look different when you're younger. Now, I understand that not everybody likes to wear kind of one solid colour, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be wearing prints at all, but there are prints that you can wear which are more on trend and are classic prints that look great regardless of your age, that never tend to go out of fashion. And I'm talking about, for example, for stripes, you know, stripy shirts or stripy dresses, or even a classic Breton top which always looks really chic and put together and has that really cool French girl vibe, and you can wear it all year round. You know, you can wear it, you see it 20 years ago as you see it today. This is the kind of print that I'm talking about. Another great example is polka dots. Now, polka dots are really big at the moment, are definitely a trend piece, and you see them all over the shops. But just because they're a trend piece today, it doesn't mean that they're not a really classic print. Who remembers Julia Roberts wearing that beautiful brown dress, polka dot dress in Pretty Woman? Now, that film was like 30 years ago, but do you think that looks dated? That looks just as relevant now as it did then. And these are the kind of prints that are classic and timeless, and in my opinion can be worn by any age group and look elevated and youthful and modern. And the good news about these types of kind of prints like stripes and polka dots, that they're readily available, and they're available at all price points, so they're really accessible to everybody. And I'm not saying that if you like florals, you can't wear a floral print in summer, but if you do like florals, I would stick to more kind of smaller floral prints like ditzy prints, or like one colour of floral prints, like, you know, small white ditzy floral prints on a all blue dress, for example. I think they look much more fresh and modern than wearing kind of large prints of different colours. Mistake number 2. Now, you will have heard this a number of times on my channel, and that's wearing the wrong bra. And I'm not going to stop going on about this one because I honestly do believe that it is so important. So wearing the wrong bra not only affects comfort, but it can also affect the whole silhouette of what you're wearing. And that in itself can make you look older and heavier. Honestly, guys, you can look 10 pounds lighter by wearing the correct fitted bra. You know, don't forget that underwear is the foundation of your whole outfit. And if you wear a bra, for example, that is way too tight for you, especially in summertime when we're wearing kind of tighter tops and t-shirts, you know, you're going to see those unsightly bulges that happen kind of over the elastic of a bra. And that doesn't matter if you're a size 8 or if you're a size 16. Wearing the wrong kind of fitted bra is going to cause that kind of unsightly lumps and bumps effect. On the other side of the coin, if you wear a bra that's too big for you, then that's not going to give you the support that you need. And that's especially evident for ladies with a larger chest area, because you need that proper support and you need that separation between your bust and your tummy area, because more often than not, that kind of area under the bust area is the smallest part of our waist. So we want to show that area rather than disguising it. The right bra can lift your chest, it can improve your posture and give you a much more streamlined and youthful look. Now, I would highly recommend that you get yourself professionally fitted at one of the department stores. They're free services in most department stores, and you don't have to buy the bra from that place. There's plenty of places that you can find that you can buy, you know, the bra that's most suitable for you, for your price range. But just getting yourself fitted will ensure that you've got the right bra for your size. I always make sure that bras I wear under my clothes are always kind of smooth, streamlined, don't kind of show any of those bulks and lumps, and also that they're comfortable so they don't dig into my skin, because I do believe that comfort is a really big factor as well. Now, a brand that I've partnered with before called MagicBraus do the most comfortable supportive bras at really reasonable prices. In a previous video, and I think it was a YouTube short, and I will link that above now, I showed a strapless bra that they sent to me to try on, and I can honestly say that that strapless bra is worn by me all the time. To be honest, I don't like wearing strapless bras because I do need some support. I do have, you know, a bigger chest, and I usually find them really dig into my kind of underneath my boobs, and I just find them uncomfortable, and I find that I'm always adjusting them. And I can honestly say that this has been a bit of a game changer for me, because it really does seem like it stays in place because it's got this kind of non-slip fabric and also feels really comfortable and smooth. I'm actually wearing it on this top now, so let me see if I can show you. Probably not going to be the most flattering pose, but like, can you see how there literally is no line and it looks really smooth? And that's a strapless bra, and you know, usually I don't actually get on with strapless bras. So I have 2 more that they've sent to me kindly to show you, which I'll explain to you now. So the first one is actually another strapless bra, and it's called, and let me make sure I get this right, it's the Magic Convertible Strapless Wireless Bra. Now, the other one that I'm wearing now does actually have wire underneath it. This one has no wire at all, and it's actually really pretty. So it has a scalloped edge. It just looks like a kind of a bandeau top. It has some light padding, and it's this kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but it's this kind of material at the top, like a non-slip material at the top and the bottom, that seems to keep this strapless bra in place better than other ones I've tried. And this is kind of completely smooth under clothes. I just think it's so nice. I got it in the nude colour because that way I can wear it under my kind of light summer clothes, or I can also wear it under black clothes as well. Now, if you are a fuller bust and prefer a strap, then this does actually come with straps as well. And the straps are really great because they're really quite thick straps rather than thin straps and non-slip straps. So they feel really comfortable, and it also comes with an extender. So if it does start to feel too tight for you, because, you know, as women and as our bodies change, we do kind of lose weight, put on weight. So it does also have an adjustable kind of hook bra strap to attach if you need to. But yeah, it's such a good bra. So you can wear this bra halter neck, you can wear it strapless, you can wear it in the classic way, you can wear it crossed back. So you have so many options for this bra. And honestly, when I say to you, this feels like not wearing a bra, I truly mean it, because it has no wire at all, and it's just kind of really, really smooth and really lovely soft material. It just feels so good on. However, there are occasions where you might need a wire bra because you might need that kind of extra support and that kind of, you know, a little bit of a push-up to create maybe a little bit of a cleavage in, you know, in an outfit that you're wearing. And I think this bra is especially good for women who are kind of have a smaller bust area. Let me show you this one. They do have quite long names, which is why I've written them down. So this one is called the Magic Seamless Comfort Underwire Push-Up Demi Bra. And it's just, again, I got it in the nude colour. It's just a really smooth material, no seams bra. It does have a wire, but it is so comfortable. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I've just tried this one on. I've worn the other one since I only got it a few days ago, and I've worn the strapless one. I haven't gone out kind of all day wearing this because I haven't had the need to. But wearing it and trying it on before talking to you guys about it, it feels so comfortable. And it's also got kind of a wider side area. So, you know, sometimes how your boob can kind of come out the side, this kind of almost collects your boob. It gives you that really nice kind of silhouette and a little bit of a cleavage, rather than making you feel that you're really packed in and squashed. And the thing I love about their bras are they create this really, really smooth silhouette under clothes, because, you know, again, like I said, especially in summer, we do tend to wear tighter clothes and lighter clothes. And there's nothing worse to me than seeing that kind of visible line of ill-fitting bras, or, you know, kind of lace under t-shirt bras, unless it's obviously it's intentional and you want to show it. So I really do love their bras. You know, I believe that they've designed 12 different types of bras, and they all have comfort in mind. MagicBraus was actually founded in 2019 by women, and they make bras for real women. So they provide boutique quality bras at reasonable prices, you know, that provide comfort but don't compromise on style. I have to say, I really also love their collection of back smoothing bras. Now, I don't have one of these yet, and I think I might order one. I'll show you on screen, but I think it's such a brilliant idea because, like I said, sometimes it doesn't even matter if you're, you know, you can be a size 8 and you can still get some kind of back kind of overspill. And I'm sure you know what I mean. Their back smoothing bras have a much wider strap. So I think that's a really, really great idea. And I'm definitely going to try one of them, because I think under tight tops, like, you know, tight t-shirts or tight vest tops, I think that kind of bra would be really, really useful. Now, you can use my link for 20% off, which I will pop on the screen, and I will also pop in the description box below. I will also write the description of each of the 2 bras I've talked about today, plus the strapless bra that I'm also wearing. So do take a look at their website, and if you do fancy treating yourself to a bra, then don't forget to use my code Fatima20 for 20% off any of their collection. Mistake number 3 is wearing the wrong shoes and accessories. Now, I am all for comfort, but there's absolutely no reason to wear those kind of really old orthopedic looking sandals in summertime with those really thick straps, because those alone are going to date you. I honestly do believe that the right shoes can make or break an outfit, and you know, whether that you're wearing jeans or a skirt or wide trousers, wearing the correct shoes with them enhances that outfit. Wearing the incorrect shoes with them can completely ruin what can otherwise be a really good outfit choice. Now, I totally understand that nobody wants to be kind of tottering around in 4-inch uncomfortable heels, myself included. I am absolutely a believer in comfort as well as style, but there are so many styles out there that have both comfort and style. You know, there's shoes specifically made for wide feet. There's shoes specifically made with more padding for the arch. There's many brands out there, and I will kind of note a couple of my favorites below as well. But you don't have to compromise on style. For example, I love to wear Birkenstocks when I'm just kind of walking in summertime, just out and about during the day. Now, they by no means are, you know, dainty. They're very flat. They've got great support, but they're still a stylish shoe that looks really good with dresses or jeans or skirts. So I guess my point is that, you know, you have many options to wear comfortable shoes rather than those really old-fashioned orthopedic shoes. You know, and also how you pair them with your clothing can make a real difference to how modern you look. Think which shoes you're wearing with which outfit. For example, you know, wearing a clumpy pair of shoes under a wide leg trousers is just going to kind of shorten your legs first of all, and just completely make the outfit look really unflattering. However, contrast that by wearing a pointed shoe, be that a pointed flat, ballet flat, or a pointed slingback, or a pair of classic trainers. All of these things can completely change the look of your outfit and have your outfit from being dated and looking old-fashioned to looking kind of young and modern and on trend. I think it's that juxtaposition that by mixing really classic structured pieces with more relaxed pieces like some trainers or some ballet flats that can really make an outfit look fresh and modern. My fourth styling tip is balancing your proportions. Now, you may have two really great pieces of clothing, but the way that you wear them will make a real impact on how flattering they look on your body and what they do to your proportions. So for example, if I was to wear a kind of a long shirt over some trousers or some jeans, I would be cutting my body in half where the shirt ends and my trousers start. And this is really talks about the fashion rule of 2/3. So basically, when you look at your clothes, and you look at your clothes, not your body, is about kind of looking at them in thirds and always having a ratio of 2/3 to 1/3. That creates a much more flattering silhouette and balances out your proportions than cutting yourself off in the middle and creating kind of the illusion of two halves. You'll see in the image that I've completely cut my body in half by wearing this kind of long shirt over a pair of trousers. It just creates a unflattering silhouette and cutting my body in half. However, if I tucked my shirt in, if I added a belt which creates that kind of 1/3 on top, and then over the pair of trousers, which is the 2/3, it creates a much more balanced proportion. The most simple way of thinking about the 2/3 rule is when you scan your outfit from top to bottom, it's where there's a change. So now the most obvious change is colour, but it can be where one outfit or one piece of clothing ends and the other one starts, where there's a layering piece that ends, where you roll your sleeves up. All of these things can help create a balanced proportion. My fifth styling mistake is to ignore styling tricks and tips. Little styling tricks can make such a massive difference to how your overall outfit looks. It's not about changing pieces of your outfit. It can be the exact same pieces of clothes you wear together, but how you style them makes such a big difference. For example, this outfit of a shirt over a skirt. Now, it's okay, it doesn't look bad, but it looks pretty plain. However, if I tuck the shirt in, if I add a belt, if I maybe undo a couple of my buttons and do a bit of layering and add a bit of jewelry for interest that you can see, already that looks much more modern and put together and elegant. Now, if I further style that up by adding a really nice pair of sunglasses and maybe a really nice kind of summer appropriate bag, that whole outfit has completely changed from when you saw the first image of just the shirt over the skirt, just by adding these few little tips. And I'm sure you've heard of the phrase wearing versus styling, and all that means is that you're wearing your clothes and you're using these little tricks to style your clothes rather than just wearing them. And you know, whether that's kind of rolling up your sleeves, whether that's tucking in your shirt, whether that's adding accessories like jewelry or a nice handbag or sunglasses, all of these little additions and these little tips make such a big difference to your outfit. I'm sure you will agree when you look at these two pictures side by side how much better the styled outfit looks to the outfit that I've just worn. And mistake number 6 is the lack of layering. One key mistake I often see is women who underestimate the power of layering to modernize and update their outfit. You know, you can really freshen up an outfit just by adding layers. You know, it's amazing how the most basic items in your wardrobe can modernize an outfit. And by that, I mean simple kind of capsule wardrobe essentials like a basic good white t-shirt or a basic, you know, really good quality tank top. For example, if you were to wear a crop jacket and you were to kind of button it up, that's a much more kind of conservative, grown-up look than if you were to maybe add just a simple white t-shirt and keep that crop jacket open. Just by adding that fresh white colour underneath can really, really freshen up and modernise the outfit. You know, similarly, when you kind of have more probably in the kind of autumn winter time, but when you add a white t-shirt under a knit and you can see that bit of white and maybe roll up your sleeve so you can see some white there, it just, as well as added interest, adding layers just really, really modernise the look, and especially if it's a kind of a pop of fresh white, it always looks really, really good. You know, another layering look is, you know, if you, in summertime, if you don't like to wear tank tops because maybe you don't like your arms, a really good tip is to wear your tank, but to wear a nice breathable linen shirt, or any shirt really, cotton shirt is just as good, open over your tank top, and whether you're wearing that with trousers or some jeans or even a pair of shorts, you're able to wear that kind of very modern looking tank top and still able to wear it to suit, you know, what you feel comfortable in. By adding a open breathable shirt, it not only looks great, but I think it just looks really up to date. Even something as simple as adding a kind of a cardigan wrapped around your shoulders, whether you're wearing a t-shirt or even over a blazer, that adds interest. But all of these little layering tips not only add interest to your outfit, but can really make your outfit bang up to date and much more modern. By just creating these little layers can completely change the look of your outfit. And I think this has been the theme throughout the whole video. It's not about going out and buying a brand new wardrobe. It's about using these little tips and tricks to update and freshen your wardrobe. And maybe, you know, there are things that you need to purchase, like if you're wearing orthopedic and clumpy shoes, maybe think about getting something that's a little bit more modern. But most of these tips are little tweaks that you can make that can make a massive difference to your outfit and how you look, and in turn what I consider to be the most important thing, but your confidence and how you feel within yourself. I really hope, guys, that you enjoyed the content today and you found it useful and it gave you some tips and maybe a little bit of inspiration. Do let me know if you are going to try any of the tips that I gave you in this video. Do let me know in the comments below. Also, do remember that if you do want to have a look at MagicBraus website and purchase anything, do use my code in the description below, Fatima20, to get 20% off. I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy the content, and if you are new here and want to see kind of similar things like styling tips that I do kind of from my styling coach background, but I also do a lot of kind of hauls and kind of new in pieces, then do subscribe to my channel and hopefully I will see you next time. See you later, guys.